be honest before we start off, but I think happiness isn't something that we're just going to be able to find in just one short video. But this video is not to, be like, you're going to find happiness. It's to help you find happiness. And honestly, these are the things that worked for me because I was at points in my life where I didn't know what my happiness was either. And honestly, I hope this helps. And I don't know how many points we're hitting today, but we're going to hit some points. Where do you see yourself in 1 year? Where do you see yourself in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? And I know, that seems like really far out, but you don't even have to, do something extravagant like, oh, I want to have a, be in marketing or whatever. I'm saying like even little things. Maybe you want to have a significant other. Maybe you want to be down 15 pounds. Maybe you want to have a small business or a big business. But we have to be able to, figure out what we want and then take that and then break it down into steps where it's like, okay, how can we start to achieve some of those things? Of course, losing weight is a tiny bit easier than, having a business. But we could still do the idea where, let's take it down. Let's say for losing weight. Let's go to the gym. Let's go into a calorie deficit. Let's say for a business. What are your first steps? What are you trying to do? You have a brand and then you're going to, create a logo, stuff like that. And then I think when we take those ideas and we're able to break it down into things we're actually able to accomplish, then we could start doing those things. Because once you start taking those steps, I think we start being like, okay, we start finding this motivation in life. And I think that motivation in life is really does help bring out some joy in us, because when we're doing things we like doing, it's fun. Like for me personally, I like doing social media stuff. I like posting online. I like when some of you guys comment and you're like, hey, like this video helped me, or oh, like I was going through this and this kind of helped me with that, and it's like, oh wow, like it's fulfilling. It's a fulfilling thing, helping out others, and that's something for me personally. And then you have to like apply that. What is going to be that for you? What do you want to do? What is going to be fulfilling for you to achieve? Maybe it's losing weight, like I said again, and business, whatever. But then I think that's really one of the first few steps, because sometimes I think when we have these journeys set out for ourselves, it's not even truly about like the end goal, like, losing that weight or having that business. It's that journey along the way that I think is phenomenal, and that we I feel like sometimes we don't realize it because it is a little hard, but we enjoy doing the journey. So, that's a little point one, and we're going to move over to point two here. Coming back in here for point two, but I think we have to stop listening to people. And I want to say people who don't have importance in your life, but even people who do have importance in your life. Ooh, a lot of eyes there, really stuttered. But yeah, we have to stop listening to a lot of people, because even the people who are like closest to you and who want good things from you, sometimes we overvalue their opinions and maybe blindly follow them, which growing up, it's not awful, and even in life, it's like later on in life, it's not awful, but at some point you have to sit down and realize what truly makes yourself happy, because we've been almost on autopilot for so long that we really don't have an answer to that specific question, because everything that's supposed to make you happy was just put in front of you, or you're told this is what's supposed to make you happy. And I think that's, we all have some people in our life who do that for us or have done that to us, and that's okay. And that's not a bad thing. That's not like something we're going to demonize people for, but it's something you have to realize on your own accord, is that, okay, some people are going to not tell you what to do, but give you suggestions, more than suggestions, on how to be happy in life. And I think on the other side of the coin, with people who don't have anything to do with your life, where if you're valuing other people's opinions, that's absolutely an awful thing to do, because one of the things with that is people don't like people who are against the status quo or who are doing more successful than them, or a bunch of reasons where they don't like, they're not going to give you the satisfaction of their opinion because you're doing something that they don't like. And there's so many things people don't like that it's not even worth bothering, because you're always going to annoy people. You're always going to not get their approval. So don't even throw those people out. And what we also have to throw out is all of the influencers. I don't know why I hit them with the bunny ears, but all of the influencers who tell you this is how to live a life. Wake up at 5, read a book, go to the gym, whatever. We can just keep going through these lists of just nonsense, but we have to look at those influencers, be like, okay, it's not an awful idea to go to the gym. It's not an awful idea to read, but what's the reason of doing it in this specific, the specific way? And that's where you have to go and just stop listening to some of these people, because unfortunately they're not you. And if they were you, there's a bunch of things that maybe work for you that won't work for them, or work for them that won't work for you, and that's okay. And unfortunately, if we're putting all of our time into these things that just doesn't work for us, we're not going to be happy. Of course we're not going to be happy because it's not working for us. And I really think that slides us into point number 3. It doesn't, but I just needed to get to point number 3 because my shoulder is on fire. All right, just coming back in here for number 3, but you have to realize that it's okay to fail. And I'm gonna be honest, I think once I realized in life that I'm not gonna be perfect, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna mess up, things aren't gonna go my way, I really, it really helped me just in life. It helped me just be a little bit more happy and appreciative of the moment. And even sometimes when I mess up, I go, oh shit, I'm gonna learn a really good lesson from this. And I think it just brings a more positive outlook on life and just every day. And I really don't think there's much more to it with that, excuse me. But yeah, I just think you have to be okay with failing and messing up in life and realize that it's okay. At the end of the day, we can only really put our happiness on ourselves because we can't put it on other things or other people, because things are going to break and people are going to leave. So really we have to just find what makes us happy, internally, because, we have to. Life's just a lot better when you're happy. And, I hope some of these tips are just useful and beneficial, and you can just kind of find a way to, maybe something doesn't work exactly the way I said it does, but you're like, I could see how I could apply this to my own life, and that would be just absolutely phenomenal, because that's all I really care about, is that we just have to start thinking more, just as like a collective. So see you in the next one. Adios. Catch out any of my other videos, any of my other shorts, and I hope something that you've watched of mine helps. If it's not this video, I hope it's the next one. See ya.